I'm Simon Rosenberg from NDN and NPI. We have a wonderful event today, a special event really. And I want to, just before we get into the formal program, just want to, since this is being recorded, both by us and by C-SPAN, if we could just make sure that everybody puts their mobile devices on some setting that doesn't make noise, that would be great. We appreciate that. And let's get right to it, because I know it's a busy time and for many. But we're, as many of you know, I mean, for the 14-year history of this organization and its various incarnations, trying to help fashion a forward-looking economic agenda that responds to the incredible challenges that globalization is bringing has really been, in many ways, the core of our work. I mean, we're known for other things too, but I think that if you go back in the history of the enterprise, there really has been no more important work, and I would hope to believe that the place where we've made the greatest contribution over time is really helping with ideas and political heft from time to time in fashioning a new and better economic agenda for the country in a time of tremendous change. And so in the spirit of that, and for those of you who were here on Friday, we had a wonderful discussion with leading economists from the left and the right, looking at the fiscal and economic challenges that the country faces. Today, we have a very special guest, Dr. Jason Furman, who is now the #2 economic official in the White House. I mean, he's got lots of titles. It into plain English, is, you know, the principal deputy now, right? I want to make sure I get that right. Director of the National Economic Council, reunited with his old friend Gene Sperling, who have collaborated over many years. And let me just say a little bit about Jason and a little bit about the moment we're in, and I'm going to turn it over to him. And then he and Dr. Rob Shapiro, who's the chair of our Globalization Initiative, will be leading a robust Q&A after his remarks, so stay tuned. Dr. Furman, before he was in the White House, has taken leave from the Brookings Institution to take the original position that he had, and recently was just given the additional title of Principal Deputy Director of the National Economic Council. He is also the most senior, I guess, economist in that whole unit, in addition to being a very thoughtful political interpreter. He's a senior fellow. He was a senior fellow in economic studies and director of the Hamilton Project at Brookings. He began his career in public service during the Clinton administration as staff economist at the Council of Economic Advisors, and subsequently a special assistant to the President for Economic Policy at the NEC. In addition, he was a senior advisor to the chief economist and senior vice president of the World Bank, and he's also worked on research and in academia as a visiting scholar at NYU, at Yale, Columbia, and also as a senior fellow at the Center for Budget and Policy Priorities and Brookings. He's conducted research in a wide range of areas, including fiscal policy, tax policy, health economics, Social Security, monetary policy, and he's published in a variety of scholarly journals and popular publications. And he also recently edited 2 economic policy books, I guess better than writing 2 economic policy books. He earned his PhD in economics and a master's in government from Harvard University, and a master's as well from the London School of Economics. And I just want to say that in a time of enormous economic challenge, when we just recently are coming out of what could have been a very serious global economic event, and faced with the double challenge now of really trying to craft an American response to the way that the world is changing today and the way that globalization is creating a much more competitive global environment. I think we are all lucky to have somebody with the knowledge and background and skills that Jason brings to the job, and it's really our honor to bring him to all of you today. Thank you, Jason, very much for being here.